What's up, Pisces? Welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are always the High Priestess, trusting patterns over promises, trusting your inner knowing, silently observing, and silently being that queen witch. All right, let's use this beautiful Audacity deck gifted to me from DZ. Thank you so much, DZ. Get some juice flowing and growing and see what's popping off this weekend. We have a new episode of Safe Space with Just Pasta, just published maybe like 5 minutes ago, all about using the signs, angel numbers, winged things, animals, song lyrics. Click on the link pinned in the comments below. It's also in the episode description box. To move through that content, at the end of the episode, I pulled a few people for free readings. So each episode, we're going to have a handful of winners, okay? So I can get as many people in as possible. So if you're still interested in submitting your name for a potential free mini personal reading on the podcast, you can click the link below for that too. All right, kids. The gardener and the burned bridge. Oh my gosh, how funny. A winged thing. The gardener. See in the imagery here, we have the sun and the rain. So there's like double water, watering the garden, watering what it is that you want to grow. Flowers at the bottom here, flowers at the bottom here. The gardener and the burned bridge. Here's the thing, Pisces. Card number 20 is judgment. Card number 1 is the magician, the manifesting energy, right? This is a little contrasting energy here. The gardener is somebody who's like watering the plants, watering the garden, watering what it is that they want to grow, flow, expand, thrive. We also have a little bit of angelic energy, like guidance here. Whatever it was that you were guided to grow and guided to focus on right now, do it. I also think there's a little element here of a bridge that you either burned already or you're being encouraged to. If that bridge is burning, let it go down in flames. There's something about like, you don't need to always be accessible to everybody, Pisces. And this is night and day, night and day. The last card, the first card. There's something here about like, whatever it is that you want to grow, you want to expand, focus on that and let the bridges behind you burn down. Anybody and anything that's not down with this garden, with this watering process, with this sunlight, with this angelic guidance of the project you're supposed to grow, the healing that you're supposed to explore, the life of joy and happiness that you deserve to have, whoever and whatever is not watering that, you burn it down. And like, you know, take that with a grain. Do what you got to do with that. If you need to actually burn a bridge, whatever. But if you want to handle it gracefully by simply shifting your focus to, I only have time for this, I don't have time for that anymore, you do what you got to do. Bottom of the deck is the star. You are the star, baby. Don't you ever forget. Pisces, whatever it is that you're growing right now, you little gardener with your green thumb, it's either going to be super duper successful and or you are going to get a lot of attention for it. So get ready. That also might be why you're being encouraged to, when I say burn bridges, I'm trying to be thoughtful, right? So it's like, you don't have to light the thing on fire, but like, if you know that there are people, places, and things that deserve less of your energy because it's not adding to this, make the necessary changes and boundary placements that you need. Because if they're not here to water the garden, then they don't get to experience you like this. They can be a fan in the background and wait in line to take a picture. You hear me? That was the message right there. Ooh, with the high priestess underneath that. Yes. They don't get to come for this lap of luxury. If they're not here to put in the work, to till the soil, to water the flowers, to help you in the sun and in the rain, if they're not here for that, then they don't get you here in your life of luxury, your bathtub and your herb, your inner knowing and your gifts. Sometimes people will see you succeed, Pisces, and then they'll have this awakening. That beep, that horn beep just confirmed it. And they're going to be like, whoa, later on, they're going to be like, whoa, Pisces was onto something here. They spent all that time, and now this thing is blowing up for them. Now things are working out for them. Now they seem happier. They look healthier. They look glowing. They seem better. Let me see if I can circle back. No. Love and light. No. If you're not here to help me water the garden, you don't get to join me in my stardom and success, Pisces. Yes? Claim that. Claim that all the way home. All right. Tell me about this garden. Pisces, you are the master gardener here. It's like whatever you plant, it blooms. Whatever you nourish, it thrives. Whatever ideas you have, they flourish. And this is all because you made a judgment call, following a calling, following some signs, following some inner guidance. Whoa. And it might not have been easy. Ooh, it might not have been easy. And that's why it's like you didn't help me when I was falling from the sky. So you don't get to join me in my party now. When I step into my Eras tour, my Taylor Swift energy, and I am globally recognized in whatever capacity that means. I'm speaking symbolically, right? You don't get to join me now. You didn't help with this or with this. So you don't get that. Pisces, this is spicy. Yes, Pisces, this is choosing you. You had to choose. Listen, Pisces, let me be serious for a minute. Hold on. 10, 15, 16, so 7. Let's say 7 weeks or 7 months ago, maybe for some of you 7 years. You started off on a journey of, I know that I have to dedicate more time, effort, and energy on me. And through that, maybe you grew something, a business, finances, a new home, a new lifestyle, a new way of being, happiness. But it did not come without loss, struggle, pain, fear, chaos. But you know who saved you from that? You! Not them. You! Or maybe this is where you are now. If you're the one pulling yourself up from the depths of the tower moments, then you're the one that gets to receive and enjoy the stardom, the wish fulfillment, the recognition, the appreciation. Let them roll out a red carpet, but they don't get to cross the bridge with you. If you did not help me in my garden and my tower, you do not get to enjoy me in my stardom. Buy a ticket. Sorry. Sorry. I love this, Pisces. Meow. Oh my God, especially if they were in Aries. No, I'm not kidding. This is an Aries. It could be paternal energy. It could be somebody you had children with. It could be a father figure or somebody who embodies emperor energy, somebody very stoic in nature, controlling, good or bad controlling, somebody that runs several businesses, runs their own business. They could be an Aries sign. They don't have to be. Could be somebody that embodies fiery energy. You could also have stepped into your emperor energy through this tower and garden nurture project. You may have now stepped into your own, stepped into your own emperor energy. You are the emperor of your life. Say it, Pisces. I am the emperor of my life. You rule 4 kingdoms: the mind, the body, the soul, the home, the spirit, whatever. You rule them. Those are your kingdoms. You rule them. You are safety. Say that. I am my own safety. And because of that, you entered a new portal. Remember, I feel like a month or 2 ago, we were getting readings about entering a new portal, a new stage, moving through a vortex, not just on my channel, a couple other spiritual tarot readers I follow. I can like only watch the spiritual ones now. Anyway. You stepped through it. You stepped through and you are entering your stardom. You're entering your harvest, your reward season. It's starting now. Have you seen the flurries? Pay attention to the flurries now. Have you been keeping track since the last full moon and the Pisces full moon? Pay attention to where things are starting to change, even if they're subtle, even if they're little. You've stepped into your level up ascension. Yes, you did this on your own, Pisces. On your own. Here I go again on my own. 9 of Pentacles is also perfection. You're also seeing clearly with those carrots. Carrots are associated with the eyes, right? Eye health. It's also sacral chakra energy, orange. So it's like through your clear seeing, you created, you gardened, you watered it, you planted it, you nurtured it, you connected with the divine, you connected with the sun, and you let it take its time. You did that. Now you're about to step into your abundance, baby. I am so into this reading. Okay, give me a little bit on this juicy drama side. The burned bridge. Justice in reverse. Listen, whoever the F was on the other side of that bridge, you let it go. Spirit says you let it go. Let it go. Let it burn. Let it go down. If they want to get to you, they're going to have to buy a ticket. Yes? Because justice in reverse means something wasn't fair, something wasn't just, something wasn't right. And I don't know if you fully know the story here. I don't actually think you do, because this is a little divine intervention. There is misrepresented intention associated with whomever you either had to burn a bridge with, or they burned a bridge with you. It doesn't really matter. The bridge has got to go, or it had to go. And maybe you had high priestess energy, like you knew something was funky, but you couldn't ever place it. You didn't have the evidence. You just had the inner knowing or the suspicion. And you're like, I'm just going to release it. I'm just going to focus on me. It's all I can do, right? Justice in reverse is like something was not fair, and that's why that bridge had to burn, or is burning. Can you get a little more here for the burned bridge? And if you think about fire in the Tower card, when things go down in flames, ultimately the soil becomes enriched with nutrients so that things can grow better. So this makes so much sense of like, the bridge burns, you grow, build yourself, your garden, your net worth, your home, your job, your love life, whatever. 8 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Pisces, if this person comes back around, or maybe they already have and you shut the door, right? Because it does say the burned bridge, past tense, but time isn't really real, you know, right? This person is either going to come back around, or they already did in some way, in your dreams, in your downloads, in your spiritual energy, or in your 3D, offering you a Page of Pentacles. It's like a little offer. Here's the thing. The justice is in reverse, so it may appear to be a pentacle. And look at how innocent this little cutie is, right? But the justice, the energy behind the offer is not fair, and it's not balanced. The offer behind it is not fair, and it's not balanced. They also might do this quickly, or they speak in a way that's like really fluid, so you might not feel like it's not fair. Like, again, there's no evidence there. But that justice in reverse is like something isn't balanced, something isn't fair. Trust you. Trust what you're observing. Trust what you're peeping here. Give me a little more on this offer, this text, this communication. Big Aries energy, Libra, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Especially if there was a period of silence, Pisces, this feels a little confusing, but if you haven't talked to this person in a while, maybe like 7 months, 9 months, something like that, 8 months. If they do come back around, again, they're showing up as a page, but you're the queen, you're the emperor. You're the queen, you're the star, you're the emperor, you're the gardener. They're showing up as a page twice, a Page of Wands and a Page of Pentacles. That's sweet. But that's not where you're at. That's not equal caliber of vibration, right? Has to do with passion or spiritual motivation of some kind. One more here. Even now, I'm like intrigued. I'm like, oh, there's a little glamour here. But just be mindful out on those spiritual streets, you know? Pisces, just a reminder, you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this reading, may you find a path to your best self. Can I get one more here for the... Okay, that came out funky. 10 of Pentacles sideways. You know what, Pisces? I'm not trying to drag this person. I'm just being playful, but at the same time, you are the 9 of Pentacles. You get to choose if someone wants to bring you a pentacle and make it 10. That's your choice. 10 of Pentacles sideways, though, to me is like this person, they might not be completely broke of spirit, broke of resources, broke of ideas, broke of motivation, broke of divine protection, broke of spirituality, but they're not full of it either. they're not abundant with it either. 10 of Pentacles on the side is like, this person could be, here's the thing. I talk about the intention here. They're wearing white, Justice in reverse. That's like pure intention. But white in tarot is pure intention. When this Justice is in reverse, it's like the intention is not pure. So this person may come across as innocent, sweet, interested, intrigued after a period of silence. But the 10 of Pentacles in reverse indicates the intention here is like they see your potential stardom or the stardom you're already in and how it could benefit them. So there's like ulterior motives that are not actualized or spoken on. This person also might not admit it to themselves. Oh my God. Guess who's at the bottom of the deck? It's you. Maybe it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. I think they look at you like that. You're the one they love. You're the one they need. It doesn't have to be a love reading though. This could be anybody, like kind of feels like work with all this pentacle energy, but it could be anybody. You place it where it goes. Work, establishment, career, family. But you either know or you have had a sneaking suspicion this would come back around, or you had the sneaking suspicion of like, you're presenting X, Y, and Z, but for some reason it feels not right. This doesn't feel right. Trust you, Pisces. You are the High Priestess. You trust patterns over promises. You listen to your body, not the words that are coming out of somebody's mouth, especially if you already said adios muchacho to them. 3 of Cups, you're going to be celebrating something really soon around trusting your intuition. There's some kind of harvest, delivery, reward, stardom. Neptune's confirming because you listen to your Neptunian energy, your intuition, right? You see what her tail's doing? It's like blocking everything else in the art except the star. You are the star. You are the High Priestess. You are the main character. Embody that energy. Of course, people are like, oh my God, let me invest in Pisces because they're blowing up spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, like health-wise, career-wise, motivation-wise. You might simply have this star energy where people feel better around you or something. You like make people feel inspired or motivated or seen, right? Are you like you're the therapist for everybody, right? Some people might take advantage of that energy of yours to build their own wealth. Like, I need a hit of inspiration. Let me go talk to Pisces. But if this person is not mirroring or matching your energy and pouring back into you, then you already know that that's imbalanced, right? Justice in reverse is already confirming like this is not a balanced offer or reach out or invite or whatever this like circling back is. Okay, let me get a little more here. What does Pisces need to know about the message, the offer, the invite, the reach out with this burned bridge? Ace of Pentacles. Damn. That to me is like, ooh, look, this is what you look like. 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, hanging on to what it is that you've built for yourself. Page of Pentacles. Someone is offering a Page of Pentacles to an Empress. That's kind and sweet. You can listen to the offer. But I think an Empress wants to receive something from an Emperor. That Ace of Pentacles to me also means there's a little bit of divine guidance here. And I don't like to look at Spirit as like testing us. But we all know that people, places, and things from the past, they always circle back around, especially right before a big blow up, a big expansion, a big abundant chapter. And it's an opportunity for us to embody the energy we've been building for ourselves since whatever transpired here with the tower, the burned bridge. So this person is coming back in, or maybe they already have put it where it goes. And it's like this person's coming to you of their own volition, but it's also the divine is also like somehow involved here. Like, show yourself what you know. And when you show yourself and embody through how you respond to this, you come into another gift. Give me something else on this Ace of Pentacles. Page of Wands again. One more. Pisces. This is I don't really get a lot of messages like this. I don't lean this way. Ace of Pentacles is from the divine. Page of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. That's that person's energy. I guess it could be a group of 3 people. You put it where it goes, okay? They could be fire signs or earth signs. The divine wants to give you something. There's glamour and illusion here. I'm getting like confused. That's how I know. Don't confuse someone from the past coming back around as a gift when the divine has a very specific gift for you. I think there's going to be an opportunity. Look, there's 2 pentacles out here, right? This is not to scare. This is to prepare. You got it like that. You're the high priestess. You're going to know. There's no not knowing. There's no not knowing. You already know. You're going to be able to tell the difference between a gift or a sign from the divine and a bogus offer from somebody else with corrupted intentions. 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords. This is what came out right after that Page of Wands. This is how you're going to know. You're going to feel like, I think there's potential for heartbreak and disappointment here. I cannot trust this. Whereas the Ace of Pentacles is like, the divine is here guiding you towards a different offer, a different opportunity, a different thing that's aligned with you. Just an opportunity for you to flex your embodiment and flex your high priestess. Let's treat it like a game. Like, oh, cool. Someone's going to come around this weekend and I'm going to have the opportunity to practice my witchy ways of discernment and feeling into my body and paying attention to body language, patterns, how I feel, saying less, observing more. And I'll be able to tell which is an offer from spirit, divinely guided towards me, and which is a bogus offer from somebody that does not have honest intention. Thank you, Spirit. 2 of Pentacles. It's for you to discern and decide between. Yes. Hit that like button, Pisces. Claim this energy. You know what's up. Foof to the woof. And make them say poof. Oh my God, get me out of here. All right. Any additional insights or advice for the beautiful Gardener, Queen of Cups, Emperor, High Priestess, 9 of Pentacles energy? Your energy is so beautiful. And the seagulls are confirming. Insights and advice. Page of Swords, Lovers, learning new ways to love yourself, learning new ways to create harmonious contracts. And I'm using that term, but contracts means commitment. So commitment to a job, commitment to your spiritual practices, commitment to the business that you are operating in, the offerings that you are creating, learning how to create this harmony with your higher self and your mind at the same time. This is also like, if this is, I don't see like traditional love signs here, but if this is like a past lover, it's the same thing. You're like learning what healthy, harmonious love is. And also like what smoke show love, what smoke show love looks like, sorry. Versus opportunist experiences. Let that one, ooh, it didn't stay, but look what, it like flipped, look. I said opportunist experiences, and there's the devil. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is keeping a keen eye out for a gift from the divine. It's like a little flurry, a little sprinkle that comes in for you, and discerning between that and an opportunist reach out or an opportunist offer. You are the star, Pisces. Everyone's gonna want a piece of you, especially as you continue expanding your spiritual practices. It's like only natural law of attraction that abundance finds its way to you, love finds its way to you, tribe finds its way to you. Other things that are not aligned with that energy will also find its way to you because you are the light, right? Moth to a flame. So learn the difference between the moths and the butterflies. No shade to the moths, I feel bad. Yes, yes. Have the clear knowing of what is balanced, give and take, and what is stealthy, sneaky, not pure, intentioned moves. I think at one point you may have considered like everyone and everything that crossed your path. You're like, well, it crossed my path, so I'm supposed to dive right in. Maybe at that time in your life, yeah. Now, as you are awakened, now you're at the point of, I've already experienced the, let me just dive right in. Now I have to discern, use my claircognizance, my intuition, my connection to the divine. That death and rebirth I already went through. I'm using it to spot balance, and I'm using it to spot sneak, stealth, ulterior motives. This is somebody that moves behind the scenes. There's like shit behind the scenes under the moonlight, but the moon sees everything. And the moon is divine feminine energy. The moon is the high priestess. The moon is you. You don't have to see it to know it. That's the message. Trust you. That felt right, baby. Okay. This maybe used to be a source of anxiety before. Not anymore. You transmuted that. Guess what's at the bottom? We just said it. The moon. You, through this tower and this gardener experience, you dove deep, deep, all the way down to the depths of maybe why you were attracting these types of people, places, and things. Now you're in an energy of, they might still be attracted to me financially, spiritually, energetically, sexually, whatever. But I'm able to see it clearly now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I love that. Pisces, this is it. This is the message. You are the message. Don't forget who you are. Burn that effing bridge, or if it already burned, let it go. Let them buy a ticket. Keep me posted on if this happens, when this happens. Be on the lookout. You already know what's up. Mother of life. Nourishment of the golden grain mother. Mother is Empress energy. That's creation. It's law of attraction. It's, of course, everyone being drawn to that energy. Just because they're drawn to you does not mean that they are for you. One more. Take care of yourself this weekend too. Nourishment, like pamper yourself, go to a new meditation somewhere, get a massage or some Reiki healing done, get your hair done, nails done, play, I don't know, play in an activity that makes you feel good, sports, running, whatever. Sports, running, I'm like, not about that life. Can I get one more from Pisces? I love you, Pisces. Can you hit that like button if this makes sense? Thank you for being here. I hope you check out the podcast, submit your questions. Enter the chamber of healing, Pisces. Healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. So much feminine energy, right? Lady Isis. This is a shout out if you had to go completely hermit, solitude, if you had to like leave, maybe you like lost a group of people. That's why it could be 3 people over here. Otherwise, it's just one, right? Put it where it goes. But if you had to leave like a group of people, a group of friends, or a community, or some kind of team of some sort, and go fully solo mode to rebuild yourself, that's what this is talking about. Is like, if they didn't help you in the rebuild, do not give them that star power. You let them watch. Seagulls confirmed. Oh yes. Lady of the Stars. Priestess of Sirius. I love this. Sirius is what we see on the star card. And the star card is wish fulfillment, paradise, through healing. You are entering that's it. You are entering your period of paradise, slowly but surely. You are the star priestess. You are the main event. Make them buy a ticket. Bottom of the deck. Temple of Black Obsidian, the Dark Healing Chamber. Divine Chamber, Dark Healing Chamber. Black Obsidian is protection. You've always been protected. You've always been protected. You will continue to be protected. I think even if you fall for some glamour over here, I think you have some kind of awakening, or like a moment where you're like, no, like you have the conversation and you're like, oh, that was like fine and nice and like peaceful and jovial and whatever. And then later on you're like, wait. No. Like, that's fine. And also, I don't want to have any contact. I don't want you to have access to me. That's also a form of protection, that intuitive, like, oh, I came to my senses again. Pisces, I love this. Go be this fiery priestess that you came here to be. Hold my hands. Take a big deep breath in. Hold it. Feel that energy in your chest. You are life force, baby. Release. Pisces, I love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I'll see you later this weekend or next week. Bye, guys.